Alright, this is Calibos, and we are currently playing Project Ozone 3. So, I thought about it, and I figured I should clue you guys into how I want to do my exploration of the Nether, and pretty much a lot of other places. So, let's start with making an ender chest. So, to start with, we need some ender pearls, which we've got friender pearls, which we have a million of, and I'd rather use the friender pearls first because they have less utility as far as I'm concerned or aware of than the ender pearls. Trick is going to be blaze rods. Where do we get blaze rods? Well, molten cores, which conveniently we can either go to the Nether or we can just take these two right here, and we're just going to take these two right here. So yeah. Now we need some string for wool and stuff and things. So now we need a chest and 2 pieces of obsidian. Where are we gonna get obsidian in this day and age? Let's pop that back on. And so I think we are basically full on lava there. So now we need a chest, and I think that I remember vaguely how to make one of those. Oh my gosh, it's a chest. So, we don't have a squid farm yet. However, we do have these. These make ink. So I'm going to pop one of these bad boys down, and boom, black, black, black. We now have an ender chest that goes into our system. So, you'll notice that I have upgraded all of these to gold chests. You saw how I did that with this one over here. I hope you did. Basically what I did was gold iron chest. Okay, so we had the wooden chests, and I went ahead and made these. And I made 4 of these because we had 2 double chests on top. And this works on a single side of a double chest. So converted them all to iron chests. Then I went over here to this one, and I made 6 of these. And then converted all of them because we have lots of gold and iron. That is the thing that we have a million of, is gold and iron. So now we have our iron chests, upgraded to gold chests. So each one of these is pretty big. Pretty big. So, next step on our nefarious plan, and I'm pretty sure that our plan isn't nefarious, but we'll just say it is to feel better or more evil or something, I don't know. Oops. That's not what I wanted to do. I'm going to chuck all those in there. We probably want one of these or something. So, now, as you'll recall, these need a servo. So we have a piece of glass. So let's go ahead and rock out a servo really quick with a crafting square. Boom, servo to that. Click that there. Now, anything that comes into this chest, so that, for example, goes away. And it will go mysteriously into one of these 6 chests. Because there are 6 of them, we should have quite a bit of storage. I have gone ahead and used the FTB utilities here. And that is, you hit E to get into your inventory, or whatever your inventory button, claimed chunks. I simply, clicked, just clicked a chunk. So if you click a chunk, you claim it. Once it's claimed, if you shift click it, then it becomes chunk loaded. And then if you right click it, you undo all of the things. So we can probably unclaim that area now because we don't care about it being on fire at all for some reason. So I wonder how many of these friender pearls you've got. So just as an experiment, if I... Okay, sweet. So for ender pearls can be thrown like ender pearls. Good to know. Because I'm going to take one of these as kind of like an emergency thing. Another thing I'd like to do big is I was looking at this and we totally have... That's not those. Weird. I have no idea. Wow, that's weird. I saw these. So, woven cloth. I should actually show you what it is, right? So these are backpacks. And they're fairly simple to make. I have no idea how much space they have. I've never made them before. Looks like we're going to need 8 of these to make a single backpack. And so that's going to be 8 sticks and 64 or 1 stack of string. Man, where are we going to get string? That's crazy. At this point, we might actually have to care about string in the future. Won't that be weird? So, we have that. Now we do this, and let us find out together how big these are. Okay, so that's a pretty good size. Pretty good size. I am not unhappy with this. Not unhappy at all. So what we're gonna do is we're going to put things that we don't want to lose in there. Just in case. And that'll give us a little bit of extra storage. Not that storage really matters. So we're going to take our scrolls with us. In case we need to. We'll take some food with us too. We've got quite a bit of food. What I'd like to do is figure out how to automate some of our cooking. Oh, there's the rest of the scrolls. I was looking right at them. Oh, come back. There you go. Now, these are great. I love them. They're awesome. They're amazing. And I just wanted to say they're awesome. I love them, and they're amazing. Did I tell you that they're awesome? I love them, and they're amazing? Because I should have. We're going to chuck them all in here, and chuck that in there, and chuck that in there. And we're going to do that. So, if a cow would spawn right now, it would be super convenient. Ocelots. I've got fish. Tell me I've got fish. I think it's the fish. Fish. Is there like animal nets in this pack? Fish. How did I do it the last time? I think I broke the edge and they came out, but I killed everything else. Because they're just super fast. There we go. Go on. Run away! Run away! Jesus. Save me. I have screwed up. I didn't think that I would lose the piece. Stay calm, everybody. Stay calm. Don't walk. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, so ocelots. Very important to move quickly before they run themselves off the edges. Is that an adult yet? No, neither one of them are adults. I'm not actually sure I can tame them unless they're an adult. Which means I probably can't tame them. So let's go ahead and head to the nether. Whatever. So at this point now, we can do this sort of thing. We can just pick everything up, and if I have set everything up correctly, and I hope that I have... Oh my gosh. You know what I forgot, guys? Guess what I forgot? It's kind of obvious when you think about it. Guess who didn't make an ender pouch? You know, it's the end that you take with you so that you can put stuff. So we're going to need leather, which we have, friender pearl, which we have, and 4 blaze powder. So let's see if we've got another blaze rod here. I'll use this if I have to. Fish. But I'd rather not if we have blaze powder. Oh, I did some research, and I know... Oh, man, I wish I was slightly more... I did some research, and I know exactly what I need to... to do to get to the I was going to call it the wild forest, but that's not really correct. Twilight forest. And apparently we need to get into... Didn't we have a thing? Apparently we need to get into embers first. And then once we get into embers, we'll be able to get into Twilight Forest. Hopefully they will tell us what specific embers thing that we're going to need to chuck in there. Otherwise it's going to be really time consuming. Because we'll have to drop everything in there otherwise. Yeah, check it out. So we can just chuck that in there. Go us. Ooh, we forgot to turn the obsidian back off again. Let's do that. So what I'm kind of hoping is that if I do this, I can just go ahead and go poof. Chuck that in there. Give it a couple seconds to grind down. And we do this. And we do that. And we do that. And then we look in here. Look in here. And we look in here. It's sieving. It's sieving. I don't necessarily know that I agree with this being a good way to do this. I mean, I don't even know if Blaze is... Iron. Oh no, we can do it. We just have like a really low chance. We need one more. We'd like 3. We need 1. I just don't see this as very good for a lot of systems. Like there's got to be less intensive ways to do it. I mean, it looks pretty. I will freely admit it looks very cool, and I'm pleased with the visual effect. Do not get me wrong about that. However, if you have 50 people with their own bases on a server all doing this, then the server has to run 50 the stinking things. And that's not good for anybody's server. So, underpouch. Oh, forgot the leather. I knew that. Pouch. Now, you do not have to dye the underpouches. You basically shift right click it onto whatever chest you're going to use. Now, everything in this chest, and there should be no gold in any of these, so it'll go to one of these. There it is. So everything into that chest should immediately go. Hi. Can I? Yeah. So that speeds things up. Everything in that chest should go. Counts the same. So now it all should be sorted out, and we can go home to the Nether, or to our home in the Nether. And we can now begin exploring. And that's really what we want, because we want a couple of things here. Now we can make soul sand. So we're not worried about soul sand. That's cool. Having a ready supply of chests doesn't hurt. The spare diamonds we're going to get here, a lava charm isn't going to be bad. Like I said, we'll hold on to that, we'll hold on to that. Chuck that, chuck that, chuck that, chuck that. So we'll put this in here, and then we're going to go into our bobble slot. Ooh, let's actually put that in here. Get rid of that. Slime pearls, nice. So that'll be good to melt down later. See what I was saying about gold and iron? Like we're getting all the iron armor and the gold armor. Let's do that. Still have that cough. It's pretty awkward. So we know that there are blazes above us. One of the other things is certainty with this is that there are going to be blazes and monsters in these corridors. That's handy. Hi guys, I did not see you there. But I'm sure you smelled my burning everything. So we now have a lot more diamonds than we did before. That's pretty handy. So let's chuck that in there. Let's eat one of these to heal. Okay, so let's see if we can kill this thing quick. Oh, you know what we forgot? Let's run home really quick. What we forgot is a drop of evil. Make sure everything is kosher. And I will remind you the thing about the drops of evil that we like. We've got 2 apparently. And let's chuck that in there, and we'll chuck this in here so we don't accidentally use it. But the drops of evil are so that we can change a spawner into a resturbed spawner, which immediately pops into your inventory. And you can plant it again pretty much immediately. It's very cool. But if you do plant it, then you need to, of course, be wanting it where it is, or, you know, have to have another, sure. This all seems like good things. We'll keep that for now, I guess. Let's go this way. We're looking for blaze spawner. We're looking for various ores. We're looking for diamonds, of course, because who doesn't like diamonds, right? Nether wart's a thing that we want. Let's pop the spare in there and pop that in there. Any further lava charms that we get after this, we'll probably just chuck in the bag, because we probably won't need too many of them. This will give us a good source of soul sands to start with. I wish I could kill that. I'd really like to get into the Spectre sapling thing sooner rather than later. It's a total pain. Hi guys. Bye guys. You saw nothing. Getting more of those is going to be really cool. It's a snowman drop. Okay. I didn't realize that we could get those from snowmen. One of the reasons I want to get up here is I want to get a good solid look around for blaze spawners. I don't see any. So we're just gonna keep walking around this way, I guess. So now when we want netherrack, netherrack is totally a thing that we can do, and of course we have access to this stuff, which isn't too bad. But we also have access to all of the nether ores, which will smelt down in our smeltery just fine. And in fact, we have access to things like this, which will give us manulian. We blend them together, alloy them, as it were. Prosperity, nether quartz, mostly the prosperity in this case of the two of those. Mushrooms is pretty crazy good. Doesn't seem like it might be, you know, at first, but you'd be surprised how cool mushrooms are. Maybe you wouldn't. I mean, we've been doing this for a little while. Mushrooms are a really great food source in Minecraft. They're relatively easy to grow. They do take time, and it's harder to automate them. But for the most part, once you have by the way, it's a super bad idea to mine upward, especially in the nether. Once you have, you know, a mushroom, you can make mushrooms forever. They require a light level 7 or 8, I think, you know, 8 or below to grow. So it's pretty reasonable to have one in most places. Are we not seeing, anybody else not seeing a, lunar ore? Well, I guess we don't have to go to the moon. What is the nether but a different kind of moon? Although, now that I've said that out loud, it actually sounds kind of true. Crazy. It's okay, guys. I'm just on fire. Don't worry about it. So let's investigate the possibility of putting stuff away. Do that. We don't really need to do that for now. This. Hold on to that. Let's get out some food really quick. How about a snack? Wait a minute. Should we not be catching on fire because of our bauble? Don't we have like a... Oh, it's a lava charm. But it only works for lava, not fire. It'll be just my luck. So that's what we're looking for right there. Excuse me. Pardon me. Coming through. See it? There's only like 2 or 3 different shapes of these things, so let's pull out a... Because as soon as we start to get closer, it's gonna spawn. So we just want to run up to it really fast. And I am sprint jumping because it's slightly faster. There we go. So, here's an interesting thing about blaze behavior, and I don't know if this is specific only to blazes, so restart spawner. So when I plant that down, that is totally going to turn into a regular blaze spawner. Which means we better be careful with it. So flying mobs and stuff, typically you'll notice if you watch them do their thing, they sink. Oh, good. We want to get down there, but I don't want to, like, get down there, like the dead way. Because if we can get, like, a magma sapling... Now, I have a plan that involves these legs. So, attention span. No, I do not remember what we were talking about. I mean, before the magma saplings issue. So we also want some of that slimy soil. And the cool part about this is if we're really lucky and I don't like put myself into the lava, we can come back. Okay. So the goal is this. Okay, we are not greedy. We put stuff back. We're going to take some of the blood slime as well, I think. I just want to be careful not to fall in. We're going to take some of the slimy grass. I wish that we could... There we go. Have a slime cube. Thank you very much. Come on. Come on. Get away from the edge. Ah, you're adorable. I wish that we had Silk Touch. Might be worthwhile to pick up some of this with Silk Touch. We can do that later by... I probably will make a specific pickaxe for it because it'll be slower. And there's only going to be some... Alright. We don't, like, accidentally come here later. So, it's approximately 32 minutes. There was no ding because I really wasn't paying attention. We've done quite a bit of exploring of the Nether. There are mushrooms over there. And we have magma slimy saplings, which is going to give us quite a few things. We've got magma slime dirt. And I'll show you some cool things that we can do with that in our next episode. I'm just gonna see if I can figure out where everything got put. So we'll grab one of these and one of these. And yeah, so I just want to go ahead and again tell everybody thank you. I really appreciate the fact that you guys show up. I'm having a lot of fun with this. You don't have any specific, goals or things that I'm trying to accomplish besides entertaining myself and hopefully one or two other people out there, and have some fun on the way. Learn myself some stuff. I've learned a lot from this actually. I know it's gonna sound really dumb, but I've actually learned stuff about Minecraft because I've had to explain it. And so when I explain it, A, it sticks with me better, and B, when you're teaching somebody something, it changes the way that you think about it. You have to look at all of it, not, and the individual pieces and how everything fits together. And, it gives you a better grasp in my mind of how everything works. Which, it's, ignore me, I'm just being weird. Whatever. So, yep, if you liked it, leave a like. If you don't. Questions, comments, concerns can all go below. I hope you folks have a fantastic weekend.